you don't know what you want, sit your butt down until you figure it out. Stand in that spot until you figure it out. Because here's the thing, if we're going to bring boldness into our lives, the world is not going to see anything that you don't see and feel in your own body. If you want to be fabulous, you gotta feel fabulous. So I want everybody to stand back up. Ready? Uncross your arms. Put your feet on the ground. I want to feel you. I don't want you to be like this. We'll wake you up, don't worry. So ready? Every person, sometime today, one person, and then have people sing it back to you, you will be shocked. Anybody want to practice now? Anybody want to practice now? Okay. Each table, we're going to do this. I was completely unscripted. I don't know how this is going to go. Each table, grab two people, sing your name, and then sing it back. All right, ready? You rock! You guys are fantastic! Really and truly, thank you so much. That is, how do you feel? Yes! Anybody feel, you can sit down now. Anybody feel a bit more peaceful? What's one bold action that really kind of scares you? I'm not going to have you popcorn these. I want you to actually just think about one thing right now. Stop yawning, drink, stand up. One thing right now that if you did this really scary thing, took this big, bold action, that you know your life would be better. One bold thing. Be for you. Breathe, breathe, don't panic. For years, I had, I managed real estate agents. And when I got a new agent in my office, I'd say, okay, get your, and at the time we had calendars, written calendars and stuff, and I'd say, put on the top of every one of your page of your calendar, don't panic. Don't panic. It's okay. Just do bold things. Bold things might be, I'm actually going to go up to somebody in this room who kind of scares me and introduce myself. And they scare me because there's probably a connection. There's probably something that I could do. So go up. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to cure cancer today. I promise. Is it okay? You don't have to cure cancer. Just do one bold thing for you. Sometimes it is standing on a stage. Sometimes it is just putting your feet on the ground and taking one step forward. I started Diane Easley University, YO University. And the VU School. And the VU School is a powerful way for women, and I guess I'll let a few guys in if you're really cool. Connect, tell the truth, learn and change the world one fabulous woman at a time. I am the instructor there. It's all online or in person if you're in Seattle. And you can find me on Facebook at the VU School, and I really want you, it's a private group, I really want you to connect with me there. I appreciate you. I love you.
The hardest thing was what I tried to do today was prepare. It's like, I don't do that. I just get up here and I talk. And that, to me, is more me getting out of the way and letting the lessons come and the messages come, right? It's not me. So I tried to prepare in case I went blank because I've never been so nervous to do a presentation. Now I'm having fun. I feel a lot better, so thank you all for being so amazing. Yes, I'm getting back into my old self. This is really fun. So what if we pictured a world in business where we just constantly sent love? constantly send reinsurance, like this room. It's full of it. Just so much positive energy last night. I didn't want to go to sleep. I wanted to stay all night. It was off the charts fun, right? Out of myself, because I can see what I want so clearly. How many can do that? You can feel it, you see it. It's like, next year I'm gonna be that. Fear is designed to ask us to pause. It's not to go forward. Your dream is still gonna happen, but it's designed for us to just take maybe A, B, C, D steps, not hop over into Q or X, Y, Z. So it's important to know this. I think that one tool has changed my life, where I feel healthy, my businesses are thriving, building another business, my relationships, oh my God, my relationships are phenomenal. Sisters and brothers that are just constantly loving me. The texts and the video texts that I got because my friends all over knew I was nervous about this. I just was flooded with love. It all starts to come into place. Also rejoice in your courageousness. Like really, okay, there's one of my leaders in terror, Cindy's around here someplace. Yesterday, 10 minutes, her homework. She is the most abundant woman, is always out there helping everybody, any business. She's like, we do that, and that's how we win in life. She's that person, and I said, I want you every single day, 10 minutes, to sit in your rejoicing of how many other people you help, regardless if you get benefited financially or not. And call upon that energy, sit in it. 10 minutes a day for the next 2 weeks and watch what happens to your business. So every time you step into fear, something uncomfortable that you don't want to do, that's out of your comfort zone, you're just building that muscle, that courage muscle, and that is going to serve you. It's scary to leave a business or a relationship or something that's not working. It's way more scary to leave something that is working really well and paying you really, really good to follow your heart. And if I had not built that courage muscle, I couldn't have been prepared. That courage muscle is going to deliver you to your next steps. You're going to keep evolving into more of everything that you want. So I think that's pretty much, we're good on time. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. You guys have been great. I hope, does anybody feel like they're more encouraged to take a step? Okay, thank you.
Oprah Winfrey Toyota Standing Ovation, the 2014 YWCA Woman of Distinction, the 2014 Unstoppable Mom on the Live with Kelly and Michael show, and the list goes on and on. Please welcome Jazz Booth.
Thank you. She's so tiny. I want to share a story about Lieutenant Stevenson. In 2005, Lieutenant Stevenson had just got stationed in New Orleans. And about 3 months after getting to New Orleans, she was notified by her commander that, hey, you're going to Iraq. So for the next 6 months, she spent training up for Iraq. One of her soldiers came up to her and said, hey ma'am, did you know a hurricane just hit New Orleans? But that hurricane happened to be Katrina. And so she sat there with many of her other soldiers and just realized that they lost everything that they owned. Throughout her training, she didn't feel very well. And so when Hurricane Katrina hit, all of the soldiers were given 2 weeks to go home and salvage their goods. She had nothing to salvage, so she instead went to go to the doctor to get a checkup. She got called back and they said, hey, we have your test results. We need you to come up to the hospital and get them. She walks into the doctor's office, and the first thing the surgeon said is, "I need you to sit down." He tells her that your test results did not come back favorable. We found a large malignant mass in your head, neck, and throat area. She says, "I'm not sure what that means. What are you saying to me, sir?" And he says, "You have cancer. You're stage 2, almost stage 3, and you need to be operated on and treated as soon as possible before it spreads." So she spent 6 months in the hospital. She had 30 cycles of radiation and 2 surgeries. And towards the end of her end of her treatment, they let her know that the cancer did respond well to the radiation and then she would be released. And so she asked the question, well, I'm very excited about that. However, I lost everything in New Orleans. I have no home to go back to. I have no job to go back to. But she felt very hopeful that she could get support because she herself was now an honorably discharged veteran. And so she went to the VA, and I guess at that time, even though we've been serving since the early 1940s, in 2005, women veterans were still a bit of an anomaly to the Department of Veterans Affairs. And so they told her, well, we're still designed to take care of men. We don't have any programs for women. So she went to the welfare office, and it had to be one of the most demeaning experiences of her life. I'm just not able to grasp the fact that even now in 2015, women veterans are still an afterthought, or they're still, treated as second-class veterans. I got afraid because I thought about the situation that I was in, and I knew that if somebody didn't do something about this issue, it was never going to get better. You're going to have more women who were out on the streets with their children. And so I decided that day that I was going to be that person. And so that's when I just started to find my organization, Final Salute Inc. And since opening our first home in 2011, we've since then had 4 homes. We've assisted over 350 women veterans and their children and provided over 8,000 days of housing. I didn't raise a gangbanger. I didn't raise a drug dealer. I raised a patriot. Come here, Brandon.
Yeah, how taller than me?